ShatteredCiv here. I hope everyone's doing okay. Let me just check here when it comes to the audio. I'm encountering a little bit of some problems here. Namely, my other controller has absolutely decided to give up the ghost in terms of charging and stuff like that. So that is a little bit of a drag. Decided to give up the ghost. All right, so I am. All right, we got a live chat going here. It was saying, hey, moderation helps out quite a bit here, guys. Okay. I think I can moderate myself quite well. Maybe not so much the chat. But anyways, guys, yeah, my other controller has now given up the ghost. I'm going to try to see what I can do with this broken controller here while I kind of fill in you guys what's going on. If my controllers die, I'm probably gonna have to wait until the end of the month before I get myself another controller. So that's gonna suck. But on the positive note, apparently Hinterland Studios has now gone on their Christmas hiatus, and they're not going to be back till the new year. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be no content drops between now and then. So what I'm kind of hoping is that what worked to clear out my controller's analog stick on the one controller that I was using, I've tried to do on this. All I did was basically fucking blew right into the analog stick area.
How's going?
Hey, howdy, Uncle Bob. How you doing, brother? Yeah, maybe I got to turn off that chat. The chat's good though because I can hear you guys talk, but sometimes it doesn't tell you who is talking, to be honest. So anyways, yeah, what I'm hoping for is that it seems like the controllers, they continue to charge. They get a trickle charge from the PlayStation when they're plugged in and they're on. The trouble I'm having now is the other controller's entirely lost its charge. And now I can't even turn it on to begin to charge it while it's on. So, and the stupid thing is this morning, guys, it started to charge and I turned off the console. I'm thinking, it's all right. It'll be fine. It'll keep charging. Well, as soon as I did that, it disconnected and I'm like, shit. I knew I should have left it on. I was just going to leave it on before I went to work. It would have turned off in itself in like 4 hours. All right, guys, so I'm on something like day 340. Yeah, it's something like that. I'm hoping to grab like another 20 days here while I talk to you guys. I don't have a ton of time. I did work last night. I'm a little tired. But the grind is real, guys. If I want that day 500 trophy, I don't want to do it again. The next time I do this, it's not going to be what I'm doing here. It's not going to be living in a shack. I don't think I'll even bother playing Pilgrim right off the bat. What I may do is actually go for the cartography trophy again, but on Voyager, and I'll see if I can do it. And you know what? And then if I end up doing it on Voyager, then we'll try it again on Stalker and keep on going that route. All right. So you can stay up for 22 hours on Pilgrim level setting. You can stay up for 22 hours without becoming fully exhausted. Now I'm just standing here, just basically, living in my clothes. That's another thing, guys, that I've thought about is maybe not wearing your clothes while you're in the house. I've noticed here, you see the feels like? It says 30 degrees Celsius. That is with my clothes on. I only need to be like 1 degree above zero, or I think even zero when you don't freeze. Now, that feels like you'll notice it change. Watch as we play, guys. I won't touch anything. All I'm going to do here is eat, maybe get a little bit of food, do a little bit of cooking. I'm not getting attacked by anything, but you'll notice that all of a sudden the feels like is like 29 degrees, and you're like, what? Well, yeah, it's because you're just kind of like, wandering around in your snow pants. This is all the stuff I should probably be taking off, especially like the moose hide cloak. I am running a little low on the clothing. that I can rip up and harvest for cloth. So that's a little bit of a drag. And then if you sleep for 12 hours, you rested, and look at this. It's going to be daylight when we get up. So we'll see exactly what day it is here. All right, 341. Now, incredibly boring, but guys, let's face it. You do have to go out and hunt still. So you're going to have to be somewhat proficient to be able to get past, like, day 300. I'm literally going out and just blasting a bear, and then just living off of the bear. I mean, I think the bear gives you something like a lot of meat. A lot of meat, like 80 kilos? I'm a little thirsty. Gonna get a little hungry. Yeah, so anyways, guys, if you don't hear from me over the next little while, I'll probably post it on Twitter, but yeah, I'm going to need a new controller. It's unfortunate because I did want to see if I could kind of make do without a new one until I got like a PlayStation 5, right? And then I'll have a brand new controller, brand new system. I could give the PlayStation 4 a little bit of a rest, kind of like retire that for a bit. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to hang on to it. What I'm actually worried about is I'd rather have the games that I love to play on the machine itself, that if I have to take it anywhere, it's a garbage, like it's an extra machine, don't have to worry about it getting broken or anything like that, and I could take it over to buddies' houses. Also, what I'm worried about is the backward compatibility eventually not becoming functional, or Sony taking away some of the PlayStation Plus games, or the games that I've got on the hard drive. Like there's a game that you can't get anymore. It's a Transformer RPG, and it's actually really good. You go around, you can transform from car to robot, and you can battle and solve puzzles in various forms. And yeah, you can't get it anymore. It's impossible to get. So if I were to actually erase that off my hard drive, I would not have access to that game because you can't download it anywhere, which is a little bit concerning for me, because you look at the games like PT and stuff, the playable trailer that was for the Silent Hill. And so far, this controller is not acting up. That's good. It's not freaking out. It looks like maybe the analog stick thing kind of worked there. Don't know for how long, but we will wait and see. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have $80 right now. I mean, I got bamboozled by the bank. I took my son out for his birthday. So yeah, it's an expensive time of year, not to mention Christmas. So the PlayStation, though, should be coming by let's say the end of February. That's what I'm hoping for. I still owe my friend for the repairs that she, so magnanimously lent me the money, which was very nice. Well, that kind of sucks. I had somebody here saying, "Hey, do you want to swap a shift out?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." They're saying it's 5 o'clock, but it's not. It's actually 4:59, which is packaging. As long as it's packaging and not decorating, I don't give a fuck. Actually, I should double check that. I don't really want to package or decorate, especially in the new year. That's a crappy way to start it. All right, yeah, we're just blasting through the days here, guys. Just you know, basically all I did was here. I'm not here for long. Definitely not doing an 8.5 hour stream like I did yesterday. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for all the likes and stuff for that video. It got a lot of views. Got a ton of views actually. Like 220 last time I looked. Not bad, guys, for just doing an 8-hour stream. That's kind of right up there with my farm simulator streams and stuff like that, which I'm going to probably definitely get back into. As soon as I bang off this day 500, I don't think I'll be touching the game again. I may actually try to do some challenges, possibly, but I don't know 100%. I don't know if I want to invest that time and then all of a sudden find out that, oh, guess what? You know, we're going to wipe your challenge files too. Like, I'm not sure exactly what's going to get wiped here with the update. So I don't want to get too much stuff on my plate here. Certainly doing a challenge at a time is good, because that is actually part of the platinum, is getting your all the challenges completed as well. So that is definitely something to consider. I think what I might really want to do is I don't know. I could continue doing that other one. I know Snexy Cat was saying that, you know, maybe I should go out and explore the areas during the day. I don't think it's really going to matter much, unless the wolves do chase me and hunt me down. If that is the case, that could make things a little bit different and more difficult, depending on the zones that the game will send me to. But I mean, as long as I have an interior POI to kind of hang out in, I'm not overly worried about it. All right, we could probably get. Let's go for another 8 hours here. 10. Actually, 10 will take us to the afternoon. Oh, you know, I don't think I want to burn out that much. So let's get to like a little early afternoon, and then we'll kind of go see what our food situation is here. Probably need a little bit of wood as well. Yeah, I'm a little more tired than I wanted to be, but you know what? We may not have to go too far to get wood, so let's just kind of take a little bit of a look-see. Oh, you know what? I can also grab a bunch of fish. Now, either way, we still have to cook up all this stuff. But I'm going to drop this pot off, I think, at the fishing hut. We're going to pick up a few fish. We're going to keep our eyes open for some wood. And that will take us to the end of the day. And you know what? Yeah, I've really, when I started to actually use the bow, and I just figured out just basically how easy it is to craft it. These dead bodies, guys, are definite feather factories. Okay, so don't don't lament about the fact that you've got a dead body right outside your door, because every other day you've got 2 extra feathers, right? And then all you need from there is scrap metal, and you get your scrap metal, and you get to a forge, and bingo bango, you've got arrowheads, and everything else you can kind of find just out in nature here. And I tell you guys, by the time 5 archery, it's you're formidable. As soon as you can crouch and you can get close to animals, it doesn't matter, man. You're getting bullseyes, and the kill shots are high. The bleed out damage is greater, and the chance of a critical is exponential. I think it's like 50% more. Actually, let's take a look at it, see what it says. Yeah, critical hit chance increased by 50%. Bleed out time reduced by 50%, right? Use per use bow condition loss reduced by 50%. So instead of your arrows only getting maybe 10 shots at tops, right? I mean, if you hit certain objects, you're gonna get fewer shots. But yeah, instead you'll get like 20 shots. So with the same arrow. All right, I'm not seeing any wood over there. That's a little bit of a drag, but oh, you know what? We've got a little bit of wood in here if I wanted it. Actually, I think we have quite a bit of wood. Well, that's not doing any good here. I'm going to leave the wood here. That's good. Get a couple of these fish. I realize how heavy they can be. They can be extremely, extremely heavy. I can still run, but you know what? I'm going to run until I run out of steam here, because that is going to happen any second. Boom. Done like dinner. Absolutely exhausted. Beautiful day here in Mystery Lake. And Fromms, I saw you play Interloper the other day. Yeah. Yeah, so I was screaming at the TV screen. I'm just kind of like, oh. I think you spent way too much time just wandering around, like, and stopping outside. That one cave would have probably been your saving grace. The thing is, though, we all know that, you know, there may be an exit to that cave, but really, unless you're trying to get off the mountain, it's foolish to stay in Timberwolf Mountain. You have to get off the mountain. Yeah, you know, if you know how to get to Black Rock, and you can get there super quickly, but even still, yeah, you know, that might actually be because you've got that Jackknife Canyon or whatever it's called. I don't think it will show there, but it will show here. Keeper's Path South. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of houses and stuff there. Definitely some place where you can. And Keeper's Path North. Oh, so there's two. This is not where you want to go. There's not a whole bunch of places to hang out there, but yeah, those two passes are really great. They're great little kind of connecting tributaries, I guess, into the Ash Canyon and Black Rock. But so yeah, on Timberwolf you've got basically I think 3 options. You go to you got 2. You go to Black Rock and you hit all the you hit the prison, right? That there may give you a good chance of clothing, or you definitely have to head south to Pleasant Valley. That would be my advice. And that wolf coming up behind you, man. You know, one thing I did learn from you, though, is the throwing of the rocks. It actually lures animals towards the sound. That is something I definitely did not know. And it's something I might utilize in the future because, you know, if you're playing on even Voyager, I mean, if there's a bear in your path and you absolutely have to get down past that bear, throwing the rock is the best way to do it. And, I mean, really, you could even put a decoy out and kind of throw it towards the decoy, let it start eating, and then from there, you know what I mean? Interesting. That's what I was worried about. Huh. Well, I may have just lucked out here. I may have been able to swap out the one controller for the other just by cleaning the analog well. Fingers crossed. And this also has the same problem. So this is why I'm thinking it might be the USB port that is not charging my controllers, because it seems like both controllers aren't connecting to a charge. But like I said this morning before I left to work, it just kind of sat in its right position, and it just seemed like it played, like it started to charge. So you know, stupid me, I should have just left it. I'm trying to work on it now and see what happens, but you know, it's almost impossible to recreate what's going on here because I have no idea, quite simply. If I had to guess, I would probably say maybe the battery's pooched. I don't know, from keeping it plugged in for so often, because, I mean, let's face it, I was kind of, you know, I sleep with these things on, like with controllers on, because I have to kind of listen for, you know, I listen to YouTube to fall asleep. I listen to like podcasts and stuff, right? But normally, if I'm not trying to be quiet, I just have my TV on. And then I have the TV on sleep, and after like an hour and a half, poof, I'm out. But living with a roommate, she doesn't want to hear anything at all, so I have to, you know, I've got these headsets and stuff, and that's probably why they're a little bit crappy now. They don't sound the same. And I apologize. But what's going to be great is next year, guys, come February, once I get my hands on that PlayStation 5, I'll be able to bring this to you in 1080p, man. I'll step into the 21st century finally. Now, one thing I am a little worried about is my matches situation, believe it or not. Like, I am burning through matches quite quickly doing what I'm doing here. And I suppose living for 500 days, essentially like a year and a bit, like year and like 8 months or something. Is it that? Maybe a year and 4 months? A year and a half? Something like that. Let's go for a year and a half. Yeah, I mean that it is going to require a lot of matches. You know what? Let's just head off to sleep here. No use beating ourselves up anymore. It's not like we're starving or anything. Nothing like hopping into bed with a bunch of raw fish that were frozen that probably aren't anymore. I hate to see how much charcoal's in there, guys. Shit. Now, I do have an absolute ton of fire strikers still. And like 2 are at 96%. Or 80, 90, and 96. Like, I used that one by mistake. It was actually 98, guys. I had a 98% fire striker, man. That was probably the best quality one that I've ever found. All right, we're going to spend a few hours here just cooking up this food and stuff and getting more water. All right, let's start with fish here. 49 minutes, man. That thing's a behemoth. 5.9 kilos. Holy shit. That's a big fat fish. Now, when I actually that food's done, you'll see that it shrinks. Its weight isn't as much as advertised. There's another big fatty. All right. Yeah, so it's now 3.9 kilos. And an absolute ton of calories. And, yep. 140 milliliters worth of oil. I tell you guys, you do the fishing, you get an absolute ton of oil. It is, it's crazy how much you get. Okay, we're going to start doing some water here. 9 minutes, that's going to give us enough time to get downstairs. You know what? I'm gaining so much lantern fuel by cooking these fish. I have it everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. It's like on here. It's over there. I mean, it's like absolutely everywhere, and it's literally leaking out of the drawers and stuff. Like, the whole place must smell like just absolutely wonderful with all the intestines and stuff lying about. Anyways, guys, yeah, I want to appreciate, all you guys who show my appreciation to all the guys who kind of came out yesterday and dropped in, watched me play Jurassic World Evolution. I was having a lot of fun playing it. I got onto, the second island. I opened up the third. And, I should have probably jumped over to that one, and seen how well I could do that. Actually, that's something I'm kind of looking forward to. Might even do that tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it, but you know what, guys? If I've got 220 views without me making commentary, you know, maybe I will. You know, you guys just want to watch something relaxing, somebody playing something, learn how to play the game better. I'm not saying I'm an expert by far, and in fact, a couple of those levels, I would definitely probably have to rework for them to actually become like, you know, above 4 stars, right? There is also an expansion pack, guys, and they sell it for $60. It's an absolute. I wouldn't suggest buying it, guys. It's basically all it is new skins. You get to play as like the Jeep from like the original Jurassic Park and stuff like that. You can basically recreate Jurassic Park. So they're playing on people's nostalgia and stuff to actually go out and get it. Now, I've seen it on discount for as low as like I think $18. I didn't buy it. I should have, because the price is not budging. It is stuck at something like 55 bucks, like Canadian, right? So if you're American, knock that in half, right? If you're British, you know, knock off 20 bucks. But yeah, it's you know what? I'm going to keep boiling more water. The water just it obviously goes a little quicker than the food itself, but I do have to be cautious here as well. 2 hours, yeah. This stuff just doesn't seem to. It doesn't burn out. I am such a good fire starter that it just seems to keep going and going and going. Oh, am I going to be able to do it? Oh, he pulls it off like a champ. Poof. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's eat some of this salty food here. Look at this. Amazing, man, the amount of calories. That is not the reported calories. Where do I have fish outside? I'm going to have to double check that. Yeah, anything I cook, guys, remember, I end up infusing with like an extra, I think, plus 25% calories. So if I can cook it, I can actually make it better than how it started. So less weight to carry here, more calories, right? It is salty, though, which is a little bit of an unfortunate... it's an unfortunate thing. It's a symptom of eating the fish. And in fact, I think the only thing that really kind of hydrates you, or what dehydrates you the less, is I think the rabbit food. And by rabbit food, I mean rabbit meat. Okay, so far so good. Hang on, guys. I'm going to make the screen go blue. Okay, it doesn't say that the controller is actually charging, but it's not losing any charge either. So I'm gonna have to be careful here. That would be a shame if I have a week off from work and all of a sudden I don't have a game controller to play with. Oh, that would be an absolute bloody shame. God, is that what I ate from the last? I've still only got like 0.9 left, eh? Wow. Devoured that in 2 days. All right, we're going to try to just kind of burn through here nice and quick. So 12 and 10. So about 22 hours that you can spend during the day where you're wide awake, and then you fall asleep, you become exhausted. Yeah, even doing that little bit of cooking made a little bit of a difference there in terms of me being tired. Interesting. Well, tomorrow is a new day, my friends. And one step closer to that trophy. I also want to do that with Dismantle. I've figured out how to open up all the crates now, so I am that much closer to actually 100%ing that game. And I think that is kind of the point of that game, is to get 100%. Now, I noticed that there's really not as much to do once you hit, certain waypoints in that game. So I'm kind of missing out on, how it used to be difficult and it used to be fun, but it's still fun regardless. I mean, and getting a platinum would be nice for that game too. I'm not really a trophy hunter, guys, but I'm doing that for this game here just because I've played it for so blasted long. There's no excuse. I mean, this isn't like some very niche thing that I'm trying to do here. This is just, do I have the fortitude to actually sit through 500 days? Is this the way that I'd like to do it? No. No, I would like to play, and you guys could watch, and like maybe once a week I would stream it and go, hey, yeah, here's day 100, day 150. Now, again, guys, you have to remember that when it comes to the long dark, I am extremely I can play it for a long, long time, and then I put it down for a little while. Not for like a ton of time, but I do put it down. And I think that might be when I go over to Farm Simulator again, because I mean I do have my favorites, and that is definitely two of my favorite games right there. There's a whole bunch though, guys. I mean, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I play like a ton of different games, and you'll know the games that I like because I end up streaming them quite often. Pathfinder I haven't got into recently. What I still have to do is finish the Last of Us. I definitely want to get that done for you guys. The next two seasons are probably they're interesting, and it tells a really decent story. I think right now they're in fall. Yeah, when you get to the university, it's fall, and then from there it goes into winter. And that is the end of the game. I mean, quite literally, guys, we are like literally about 4 hours away from finishing the game. Depending on how tough the battles are, yeah, it's not much time left. And I do know my way around that game rather well, and the hospital level is fairly straightforward. It's more of just run and gun, whereas there's a couple other segments to the end game that are pretty talky, pretty wordy. Lots of stuff happens, and yeah, and I think the majority, guys, of the story happens from here on out, and it only gets better, to be honest. Yeah, you can definitely see, why I'm not playing this every day. I thought I'd be able to bang off 10 days, in real time days, right? So every day I'd be able to bang off 10 in-game days, and I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's just, it's fucking boring. I'm not one to grind just simply for the sake of grinding. You know what I mean? There generally needs to be an end goal. As we get closer to day 500, okay, things will change. But for now, yeah, not so much. But as we get closer to day 500 as well, that's when we're going to head out to BlackRock. We're going to go get that place all mapped out. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to sleep. Oh. Yeah, you know, I hate when people assume that you're a slave to your phone because, I mean, this person that's basically sent me a response saying, "Oh, sorry, I already got it covered. My phone didn't send a response," because she had asked me like an hour before I got off of work, "Hey, do you want to swap these shifts?" And then I didn't see it until I got home, and then responded to her. And then she's like, "Ah, it's too late now. I already got it fucking dealt with." I'm like, "What?" I've always told you before that I'm definitely going to work any shift that if it's 1:45, I'll take it. So I don't know. 666, the water of the beast. That would be a good concert to see. Iron Maiden. I know good old Mr. Dickinson is still touring. There's a big headliner band. I think is it in France or Poland or it's like Hellfest or something. It looks like it's Jesus, man. God, I tell you, so they get some really decent concerts there, and like, I mean, if all you got to do is just drive like for a couple hours to go across the border, now that's a big step, I guess. I mean, if that's the difference between speaking like French and German, you know, you may not want to be doing that, but I mean, if you go with a couple friends and stuff, and you know somebody knows the language of the country you're visiting, yeah, it'd be great. It's funny too. You end up actually getting like 6.66 liters quite often. Actually, I've noticed that. I don't know if it's something to do with the amount you drink when you're absolutely parched, and I don't know. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times though. All right, I've finally got lightened the load enough. I've eaten and drank enough to finally become unencumbered. So yeah, guys, basically all I was doing is coming on here. I'm just going to tell you what I was up to, and yeah, it feels like it's really late for me right now.
033L is a very common unit for drinks. Probably that's why.
Yeah, yeah. I would definitely agree with you there, my friend. See, that's the good thing, you know. I don't have to actually read my phone to go, "Oh, hey." Now, saying that, yeah, 3. See, you know, in Canada, what is it? We have 343. That's basically like your smallest can of beer that you can get.
Lul, that scared me now. Did not expect that it would read my message.
Ah.
And hi, Shattered, big smile.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. You know what, though? I can't see who's sending me the messages, so I still have to keep my phone open. I don't know. I just thought I'd mix it up a bit, and especially since I'm doing this boring grind stuff, I mean, you know, fucking let's liven it up any way we can. Now, saying that, I did go out hunting for a bear last episode. Ended up bagging it rather simply. I think it took about four rifle rounds, if I remember correctly. Actually, we might be even able to tell here. How many empty shells do I have on me? Oh, I've already dropped them. Yeah, but look at all this, guys. This is just the oil that I'm carrying on my person. Like, this is just from all the fish. Hey, you know what? I should be able to stack this. Actually, I should be able to stack all three. So are you telling me that they only stack in 0.5 liters? Oh, that's a shame. I am getting absolutely cabin fever, though, guys, just sitting here, just playing this. I just feel like, God damn, I need to go somewhere and do something, you know what I mean? And stretch my legs, but we're going for it. I'm going for the day 500. If I can break 400 by the end of the week, that would be neat. So yeah, let's see. I want to finish the Last of Us. I wouldn't mind doing Steam Dig World 2. That is a much better game. You guys might enjoy that. Um, what else did I want to play? Maybe the Jurassic World Evolution a little bit more. I wouldn't mind maybe trying a different island and kind of seeing. You guys seem to like it. I got 225 views, so I mean, I'm happy with that. Those are good numbers. And I got 3 likes too. Yay, guys! You don't fool yourself. Lots of likes is good. It lets me know what you guys want to see. I went out for dinner with my son, and he started telling me about barotrauma. Now, I have seen people play it, but I didn't have a clue what the game was. Oh my god. Oh my god, do I want to... That's one of those games, guys, where it's like, okay, maybe it's time to go back to PC gaming. Just for a little while. But there's a couple other games I'd really like to play too, like Combat Mission again. That's a spectacular game. It seems like the new blood have kind of taken it over into more. They want to play it more real-time strategy, which is okay. I mean, it gives you the option to play it by minute turns. You can play it with real time, and I think you can even pause it. But I'm not personally the real-time strategy guy. I think Jurassic Park Evolution is probably as far as it gets for when it comes to that. Sorry guys, I've got snuffly too. It's cold at work, guys. Like it's cold. We're getting into deep winter here in Canada now. Where I live, it's not super cold, but I mean it drops to about -10, and as a constant, right? So when you're going from a -10 environment outdoors to a 1 degree environment in the coolers and stuff, like you're just constantly cold. So you get your jacket on. I know how to wear like the clothes and stuff that I wear that protect me a little more than just your average t-shirt and stuff. But it still gets a little chilly. And your nose gets cold. I should wear a mask. Yeah, this guy, what was his name? Idiot, and remember. I want to say like Idiot and Debt, but that doesn't seem right. It's something like that though. Idiocy and something. Anyways, yeah, this guy has broken down all the different monsters and stuff, and boy, does it look good. Oh, it looks like a fun game, man. If they bring that out on the PS5 again, that would be a system seller for me. I mean, already Bannerlords is a system seller, like the Warlords. That game is just incredible. And I played the original Warband, and I have a lot of fun, even though the graphics are very antiquated, and the AI doesn't exactly respond the way you want it to, but you can see like the bare bones of the gameplay loop, and you're like, this is awesome. And now we're in like present day graphics, so your archers and stuff, and you can basically blot out the sky with the arrows. It's just like fucking awesome, and you can control everybody. Archers, fire! Infantry, advance! Cavalry, flank, right! And like everyone's reacting to your voice, and these guys are all just AI controlled. Or you can play online, and you can fill all those spots with real people. All right, anyways, enough about those games. We are busy skipping time in the long dark. Now, again, guys, just a heads up, I'm not here for long. We're just doing this. It's pretty boring. If I run out of food, which is going to be like a long time from now, really the only thing I'm doing is basically, yeah, look, I've just survived a bunch of days. We're going to keep on just banging off as many days as I can until I run out of food here. I might cook up another batch, and then I'm going to pull the plug. Because, you know what? I've worked today, and it is later in the day. I'm surprised that when I got home, guys, I was absolutely so tired. I was just sitting here just watching podcasts, and I was like, oh, man, I can't wait for bed. Now, what I need to do is actually, I work at 5 in the morning now. I don't work at 1:45. That means I can literally stay up to like, yeah, 8 or 9 tonight and still get a decent sleep. Yeah. If I had any money, I'd go out and buy some beer. You know, my boss, though, they gave me $35, and I could buy that with beer with that, so I'm good with that. I could also put it towards a controller, too. So far, so good. 1 second. Yeah, I have not lost any power on my controller, so it's plugged in. It's not saying it's charging, but it's not losing any power. This is what my other one did, my good one. My good one, no, though, I let it die, and now it won't even turn on for it to kind of get that trickle charge. This morning I did plug it in, and I saw it light up, and stupid me, I turned off the console. I thought it would just kind of keep charging as it was off, but no, as soon as it turned off, it just killed everything. Shit. Because ideally, I'd like to get both these controllers fully charged. Now, there is something definitely wrong, because last week, it did charge both of the controllers. It's just out of the blue, it just started charging, and I'm like, okay, it's got to be, it has to be on the PlayStation's end. It can't be the controllers. Now, somebody has told me as well that the USB ports tend to kind of go on the PlayStation. And I've also, I found for my HDD, my external drive, it only works in a specific USB port. So that tells me a lot too. Now, I'm not the only one who's discovered that. There's other people out there that have said unequivocally that happens to me too. I can only charge on this, or I can only plug in this device on that USB port. So hopefully they've solved those problems on the PS5, because I'm going all digital, guys, and that's the reason why I'm able to get my hands on a PlayStation now, is because it is digital. Apparently, the girl was telling me that a lot of people don't want it. They want the ability to stick in discs, and I'm like, fucking really? I said, most of my gaming peripherals are hidden out of sight. The only thing that I've got to let you know that I have a good, like a gaming system, or a PC even, is a big ass TV, a keyboard, and a fucking controller. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, you wouldn't know if you came into my house. You just see the big TV and the controller, but you wouldn't see the PC tower, or, you know. Yeah, I did that like 12, 13 years ago. I started doing that. I actually had people asking me if I could build their own kind of media centers back then, because they're like, wow, I didn't know you could do that, right? Because I mean, I was with Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, so you could sit there on the couch and just kind of surf. A lot of people hadn't seen that yet, right? Because I mean, now you got the smart TVs and stuff, but you know what? Nothing will beat your computer being hooked up to your TV, and then you browse and you stream through that medium, rather than you know what you know, Robert's cable is able to give you, right? I mean, it's 100 times better. You could add your own ad blocks. You can, in Canada, it is legal to download like movies and stuff. The most that they can do is your ISP, your internet service provider, has to send you a notice saying that, oh, hey, by the way, Paramount Pictures knows that you downloaded their movie. Oh, okay, thank you, Robert's Cable. So you don't really need a VPN here in Canada yet. Those days may be coming to an end. But you know what? We're pretty progressive too when it comes to you know, what's fair and what isn't. I mean, like smoking weed is a good example. There's no way that people should be incarcerated for years for selling weed. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But in the States, it makes all the sense in the world to those people. All right, I think we're able to kind of like eke out another day here. Get another 4 hours in, and right before we get a little tired, we'll. That's right now. We'll go downstairs and grab a little bit more food. We'll cook that sucker up, and boom, cured black bear hide. Yes, actually, that was cured a little while ago. This, on the other hand, yeah, you see around here, this is my arts and crafts shop. I've got an absolute ton of stuff here, guys. I remember somebody was had a video that I had come across, and it basically said, what does my place look like at day 500 or 1,000 or something? And yeah, I mean, it would look very similar to this. And you know what? I'm going to drop off more of the fluid because I don't really need it. But before we do that, let me fill up the tank. Why would you have taken it out of that? Oh. They took it out of the... I only needed 0.4. I guess it doesn't really cycle over, right? It takes from what it needs to take from, so you get the full amount. That's not right. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, we got all my bow and arrow on the ground. Probably not the best place to put that, but considering I can't really step on it. These boxes I can't break down. That's unfortunate. Kind of look a little messy. Papers on the floor. Wish I could pick them up. Can't do that either. Oh, shit. You know what I didn't do? I did not drop that pot off when I went to go get fish. I'm going to grab a couple more. Do I want to do that? Let's see what the weather's like, I guess. I'm always having fun, guys, when I sit here and chat with you. And sometimes I like the streams to go on probably longer than they should sometimes. Aha. And we've got another couple feathers here. Very nice. Now, I think they've tweaked that. I used to find 3 feathers without fail around bodies, and it seems like that is not the case anymore. I don't think I've found more than 2 for quite a while now. All right, everything is in this fishing hut. This, like, it literally has everything but the kitchen sink and a front door. I like if I could actually get to the place, which is a little further on, and use the one with a door, I would preferably like to use that. Now, it doesn't seem to me, but I don't know, I'm pretty decked out. I was going to say, it doesn't really seem to me that you get a lot of wind protection by just having that one door closed. I know for a fact it does not protect you against wild animal attacks. They will clip through the walls and they will attack you. If they're attacking you, they're going to get through those little doors. I think my biggest problem with the one over there is there's a dead body in front of it. Alright, so this is why I'm here. Just to put the cooking pot there. But yeah, I mean, we've got all the comforts of home. Claimed wood here. We've got a match in here. 5 liters worth of water. An absolute ton of wood. We've got an ice fishing hole. We even have directions leading us back. These might all be light fish. No. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I'm going to cook these all up here. We'll get all our oil back. That sky's looking tumultuous. Anyways, Froms, it was definitely good to see you play again. You kind of popped up on my notifications. I was like, ooh, I have not seen you stream for a long time. And yeah, I love how you billy goat down the mountain there. You do some crazy stuff there that I wouldn't even think of doing. But interesting to find out there about throwing the stone. And it actually attracts the predators. Interesting. I mean, like I said, guys, what you do, if you wanted to lure something away, and you have a little bit of food, maybe not like a scent marker or anything on you, but just a little enough that where you can drop a decoy. Really need to start utilizing, I think, guys. I think anytime there's a wolf after me, dropping the decoy is probably the best thing you can do. But if you can drop a decoy, throw the rock, you know, towards where the decoy is, lure the animal over to there. Once they start eating, then you can run past them. That may be an absolutely viable way to move around the map. Trouble is, though, when you have, you know, 3 or 4 wolves all patrolling one area, kind of run into a little bit of problems there, but anything to lighten the load. We're carrying like 56 kilos right now, which is like 110 pounds for you Americans. More. It's like 120. I mean, that's like, you know, slinging your smallish girlfriend over your shoulders when you're already like super exhausted. You know, you come home from a 10-hour workday in construction and your old lady wants to jump around on your back and go for a fucking piggyback ride. Don't think so. Get me a beer. Yeah, the women I date would be like, get it yourself, you lazy bastard. And that's okay. All right, we're getting home, guys. And yeah, so if this controller holds up, it shouldn't be catastrophic, especially since I'm getting intermittent ability to charge my controllers. Fingers crossed, guys. I just need these things to hold out just for another month and a half. That's all. And then I can get a PlayStation 5. And once I get the dual shock controller, the dual sense, or whatever the hell it's called, yeah, it's a brand new start. Now, it seems like I've actually fixed this. It used to be my favorite controller. It's a camouflage controller. I ended up blowing forcibly into the left stick analog well. I just, like, I probably got a little spit in there, man. I blew it that hard, right? So I think I've dislodged whatever's underneath the one sensor. Seems like it's kind of working a little bit better right now. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Long Dark with ShatteredCiv. I'm just kind of touching base with you guys. It's a short episode. Basically, all we're doing here is just I'm grinding away and getting as much food and water available to me as I kind of speed through time as fast as I can to get to day 500. We are on day 353 or something like that, aren't we? Like, it's getting up there. We're closer to the end than we are to the beginning. Let's see where we're at, my friends. And again, I want to thank everyone for dropping by the other day with the Jurassic World Evolution. I think I might actually play that again. I'm also going to get back into the farm simulator. Yeah, 200 to 356, guys. I started this at like day 240. I've been doing my fair share of grinding here. Of that, you could be certain. I still have wood on me. I should have dropped it from the last time, guys. I could have carried more fish back. But you see why I'm getting a little nervous with the amount of matches that I'm using. Like, almost every other day, maybe one in every 3 days, I am using a match. And, you know, I if I have to go find matches, guys, I am gonna absolutely crap. Like I know where they are. I know roughly where they are. I know I know all my favorite caches where I kind of like throw all my stuff. So I'd have to go back and find all that. But all right, we're gonna start off with a 2-liter pot of water as we start cooking up the bass. We're gonna need a little more food than that too. Now again. I like being able to use the lantern as often as I can because, you know what, I'm getting fuel every time I cook a fish. You know, we don't have to live in the Stone Age. I just do when you guys normally watch me because I'm playing it on Stalker, and who has time to, like, cook frickin' fish? Not me. Let alone catch them. I mean, I'm too busy trying to keep warm and finding, like, scraps off the ground and, like, luxuriously fishing. Yeah, look at this. This looks like some really terrible weather. Should we go all fish? Let's go for gamey bear meat. And another fish. There we go. Oh my God, I'm surprised I can walk. What's the temperature out right now, my friends? It feels like, yeah, it's all right. It's only negative 27. That's okay. That's a nice, respectable temperature. Now, that is something I've not seen recently, is being able to take a shot during a wolf struggle for quite a while now. Okay, this thing's bugging me. I'm just going to move it like right here so it can bug me the next time I come logging in and going, what the hell is that can doing there now? It's been in that corner for ages, and I keep seeing it, and I'm like... Alright, yeah, we're pretty thirsty. We're going to drink that back, and we're going to bunch of other waters, and yeah, we're going to get about, I don't know, about 11, 12 liters worth of water. Like I was saying, guys, all this stuff is very, very salty, the meat that I'm eating. I'm a pretty good judge of this, though. Last time, I think I nailed it almost perfectly. I wasn't streaming it, though, but I was like, oh, man, that was really good. Like, in proportion to the amount of food that I had to cook, as opposed to the amount of wood that was burning. It was pretty good. Alright, these fish should be pretty... And these are moldy. They're not going to give me as much calories as they could. So this is one reason, I guess, you're not getting like 2,200 calories if your fish is moldy. You know, you need those, that sucker, like, fresh. But it's still going to cook up well. And in fact, it's coming out as 100%. Is this a thing? So moldy. 53%. You know what? There is actually nothing there that states that you increase the quality. There's nothing there about the quality being corrected. You get 10%, guys, per cooking level. So, for instance, if you were to cook something that was 50% condition at level 1, you would turn it into 60% condition. Oh, fuck. Did it just go out? Ah! Oh, that was so close, guys. We are like literally... That's my last piece of fish, too. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. So much for that social experiment. But what's all this? 100%, 100%. Yeah, everything that I've cooked is 100%. Except, ironically... Oh, no, even the bear meat. Yeah, so I am adding plus 50%. So this food was not below 50% when I first started cooking it. Oh, good. All right, well, down the hatch. And now, just to show you guys how much, just out of those fish that I'd cooked, how much oil that I got. I started off with 0.03. Like, you get like half a liter at least from just those fish. Unfortunately, you cannot stack it. At least not to my knowledge. I'm going to try something here in a second, though, as soon as it gets daylight. I'm going to see if I can throw it into a cabinet. And let's see if it does actually stack. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave that here. I know my roommate's coming home shortly. Like I said, I need to be in bed. Oh, no, I don't. It's tomorrow I need to be in bed early. And you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm tired because then I get a day off and I plan a party tomorrow. Huh. All right, so let's drink up here. Eat first, drink, and then I'm going to see if I can throw this stuff into a cupboard or whatever, some type of container. Will it stack? We're not going to do it there. Boom, boom. No, it does not stack. Matches will do that, guys. If the condition is exactly the same, like those are both 38%. So that's telling me you're never going to get really anything but kind of like a rancid type fuel. What's the condition quality, I guess? Yeah, 38% quality fuel. I mean, that's not going to be the best, man. It's going to sputter. It's going to smoke. It'd probably stink, but whatever. It works. It also makes sense, guys, that the maximum amount that you can get is 500 mils because it says it right on the package. Thing is, where the fuck are you pulling these packages from, right? I mean, really, you'd be keeping it in some other container. I mean, I don't even know how you do that, guys, because let's face it. Carrying around stuff is a big problem when you're out, if you're stranded outside. Like, you need to carry, water. You need to be able to boil food, capture animals, possibly. Like, anyways, I digress. But I want to thank you guys for joining me here. I am just going to kind of eat up, and we've already done that. I'm going to pass time right to the next Betty Buys. And then we're going to sleep, and then we're going to see exactly what time of day or what time of the year it is. I think we're almost at Christmas, guys. We are at day like 355. We are almost at Christmas. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll stream on Christmas. I don't have any plans, so guys, we could maybe do a Christmas stream and see what type of trouble we could get up to. All right, drink a little water before we hop into the bed. And here goes, my friends. What day do we have? It should be like day 355, I think. 356, maybe? Days tend to travel really quickly when you're speeding through time like I am right now. All right, day 357. That is perfect, guys. Every little bit counts. Like I said, I am closer to the end than I am to the beginning by a long shot. So, guys, I want to thank you for joining me, and especially yesterday with the Jurassic World evolution. That was awesome, man. I appreciate all the views, all the likes. Thank you guys for joining and leaving comments there, Bob and Nuts. I hope I see you guys soon. If I don't, if my controllers die and all that bad stuff happens, I'm just going to wish you guys, a Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys closer to the new year, because I won't get paid until the 30th, which will be the first time that I can go out and buy a new controller, if my controllers die. Other than that, I will let you guys know what's going on through Twitter and what have you not. And that is going to end my stream, my friends. And, I want to thank you guys once again from the bottom of my heart. And happy holidays, guys. Take care, and good night.